In the previous exercise, we have implemented our first provisioner. However, uh, the Packer template that we have used is static. Why it is static? Because we haven't used any variables. So currently, if you want to change the contents of the file, you need to manually update your template. So you can use input variables to serve as a parameters for a Packer build, allowing aspects of the build to be customized without altering Packer template. So in addition, Packer variables are useful when you want to reference a specific value throughout your template. So now in this uh, exercise, that's the fourth exercise, we will add a Packer variables to parameterize our Packer build, making it more robust and more dynamic in spite of going with the static Packer template. For that, I'm going to create a one more directory here. The name of the directory I'm going to put is exercise 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 4 and then its variables. So I'll copy the contents of the previous one because that's what we are going to use here, and to that we will add uh, a variable block. So open with code and close this get started and open the our file. So rest all the Packer block, source block, build block with the provisioners block. So provisioners block consists of 1 2 3. So two provisioners we have, provisioner 1 and provisioner 2. So all done. So now we want to add one more piece of block, that is variables block. For variable block, let's add a variable to template. Okay, let's add a variable to our Packer template. So variable, it should be all provisioners. Okay, yeah, with zero indentation. So here I will add, yeah, this is enough. So variable is our block type, then docker image is our label of the block, and inside that my arguments are type, string type I'm going to take, and then default. So name of the machine, name of the image is Ubuntu and Xenial. I think done. Ubuntu Xenial. So that too with variable we have mentioned. So now it's time to save it. So as the variable has been added to our Packer template, that you can see the variable docker image label. Now it's time to do the change in source block also, because so the source block consists of an image which is referenced with the static Ubuntu Xenial. So now you have to remove the static one and you have to add the add a dynamic one which can be referenced to the variable. So for that, first I will add the dynamic one, the one which can be referenced with the variable, and then I'll remove the static one. Okay, so image, then I'll where that represents the variable, that then after that what's the label that we have added to the variable, it's docker image. Here you can see after you putting dot attribute has automatically come. That's it, this part is done. So now it's time to remove this part completely. Yes, that's it. So the old one has been removed and the new one which is attached with the variable has been attached. So now let me save this and then just wait. And then let me open the git bash here one more time. Let's do packer init. No problem, absolutely fine. Let me do the packer format. Brilliant. Some changes has been made. Then packer validate. Fantastic, the configuration is absolutely valid. Now it's time to do packer build dot. So it's been building as usual. So the layers have been pulled. So once the layer have been pulled, the complete thing has been downloaded. So once it's been downloaded, the complete image, the it's pulling the Docker image, which is Ubuntu with the Xenial as a tag. So the pull has been completed, and it's been given with this ID. And after that, okay, within 28 second and 714 millisecond, the image has been pulled. But this time, but this time what's the difference between the variable one and the normal one? The difference is the output is the same as before, but now the Docker image, you see this docker.ubuntu. Let me click on Docker image, Docker images. If you see, we have two Docker images. The Docker image variable is being used to specify that the Docker Ubuntu, see Ubuntu and then Xenial tag. For this, irrespective of in spite of static one, we have gone with the variable. So this is the variable and this is the label. This label we have used, and because of that we got the image name here Ubuntu and then a tag Xenial. So because of Docker underscore image variable is being used to specify that the Ubuntu colon Xenial base image should be used. So with this so you have successfully built an image. The build has been finished. So the artifacts of successful builds that you can see on the screen, the message, the artifacts of successful build message that you can see on the screen. So just to cross check, let me open Docker desktop, and we should see, yes, two images. Yeah, Ubuntu and then other image. So images has been created. Now just to kill these images, so what you can do is either you can delete these images from here. So I'll delete from here directly instead of going there and typing the command. It would be easier for the newbies also. For them it would be easier to understand. Okay, so that's it.